Hello there everyone. It is Shadow Leon 659 once again, and I remember a while ago I once did a list of YouTubers I lost respect for because of all the bad stuff they did and everything. But now this one is gonna be kind of different, as it is going to be a video of all the YouTubers I lost interest in. Granted, those YouTubers didn't do anything wrong, but it's just that over time their content became stale and everything. So anyway, this is in no particular ranking. This is just all the YouTubers I lost faith in and everything. So anyway, let us get on with it. So starting off this list is Decker Shadow. When I first met Decker Shadow, I first saw his review of Predator 2 way back in 2016, in where he defended the movie as being an underrated gem and everything. Then I got hooked onto his content and all that stuff. I really liked his content, and he was always the internet personality with the best hair, and also good friends with another YouTuber called That Long-Haired Creepy Guy. It's just a shame that his channel got taken down for stupid copyright laws and everything. But unfortunately, all good things don't last forever. Granted, Decker Shadow didn't really do anything bad per se, but the problem with Decker Shadow nowadays is just that he lost his touch, and his content just became stale and repetitive and whatnot, to the point that I don't really watch him that much nowadays and just decided to move on to do other things. Next up on this list is Matthew Buck, aka Film Brain. I first discovered him by discovering his series called Bad Movie Beatdowns, and where he beats down bad movies and all that stuff, and where I did find his content pretty hilarious and whatnot, in where he was always Matthew Buck beating down bad movies everywhere, and symbolism. It's really funny that Matthew seems so passionate and everything, but then, like Decker Shadow before him, Matthew over time kinda was starting to lose his edge and everything, especially when he calmed down in recent years and everything and started doing a new series called The Projector. Matthew really did lose his touch and whatnot. And in recent years he has mentioned that a majority of his Bad Movie Beatdown videos have sadly not stood the test of time, and I kind of agree with him on that. And when he went back to watch one of his early videos, he wasn't too fond of it and everything. At least Matthew is a decent and honest enough person and everything. But anyway, that's all I've got to talk about Matthew. And then next up is another YouTuber by the name of Phantom Strider. I too loved his content and everything, and how hilarious his comedies were. His comedy routines were. He was always like, hey, I'm Phantom Strider, the Australian-Canadian YouTuber and everything. His content was also pretty good and all that stuff, but I tended to disagree with him on certain things he didn't like. Like, he was not a big fan of Scooby-Doo, even though I respectfully disagree with him, and he did mention that he was not a big fan of Ed and Eddie and felt the show was overrated, and he never understood the appeal for it. He is very nice, he is very passionate and all that stuff, but unfortunately, what happened to Phantom Strider? Why did I lose interest in him? Well, this is the sad part about Phantom Strider. The sad part about him is he sadly became stale and boring after a while. His content became stale and boring after that. So yeah, Phantom Strider. I first discovered him back in 2015 when I first saw his video of, I think it was the top 10 worst CN shows, or was it the top 10 worst cartoons ever made? I can't really remember. But those were the videos that introduced me to him and everything. It's just a shame because I really did love his content and whatnot. I will never forget you Phantom Strider. Next up on this list is Cadicarus. I used to love his content and everything and how hilarious he was. Always reviewing PlayStation 1 games and everything. He's the reason to why I even started buying PlayStation 1 games and got interested in the PlayStation 1 console and everything, because at that point in time, I had not played the PlayStation 1 in an eternity and everything. And of course, I really did like how he rated the games, whether they get salvaged or slaughtered. And I did love his retrospective videos and everything. And of course, should I say, one of his more famous reviews is how he roasted Peppa Pig and all that stuff. Yeah, that bloody overrated show that somehow got millions of viewers and everything. I really don't know how a show like that got so many views and whatnot, because it's a show that teaches kids bad morals and everything. And wow, he was so right about the characters being unlikable and everything. So anyway, let's move on from that. And I also did like his review of the god-awful Casper prequel and everything. For there were times in where I disagreed with him on certain gaming opinions, like for some odd reason he called Shadow the Hedgehog worse than Sonic 06, and where I said, how in the hell is Sonic 06 better than Shadow the Hedgehog? Can you please answer me that question? I mean, he was always great and everything, but then over time his content started to become kind of boring and everything. It wasn't also helped by the long hiatuses he started taking, and if I'm not mistaken, he has gone through some kind of mental issues and everything. Poor lad. I just hope he recovers from that. He recovers from that mental disorders and everything. I just hope he finally gets his life back on track and all that stuff. So this was my video of YouTubers I lost interest in and everything. Yeah, at least these people did not become bad people and all that stuff. Their content just got stale after quite a while and everything. So what do you think of my video of YouTubers I lost interest in? What are your YouTubers you lost interest in? Let me know down in the comment section below, and thanks for watching as always. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. Shadow Leon 659 signing out. Enjoy and goodbye.